Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world inwardly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus. I want to give whatever honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to that I came across the four corners of the earth, who teaches truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, only I can get something from this video. I was just going in on just reading end time headlines. If bros don't have the app, I encourage you to download it. You'll find articles in here, that you can link up with prophecy. As far as war, the things that you don't get in the mainstream media, you can get on, different apps, right? I don't know if bros can still download RT. I think something happened with RT, but you have, various different ones. You have end time headlines. You got Sputnik, etc. Right? Oh, and news break as well, which is cool. If you because I believe you could set it to your area, like where you're at or where you live at, and you can even see what the fuck going on in your part of Babylon as well. You know what I mean? So it's just good to be up on the news. It's good to be, we have to be watchmen, right? So it's good to see what's going on, man. You get notifications, you be like, oh, shit, okay, cool, boom, I could do a video on that. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're at work, then you can always go back to the notifications you got from the different media or news outlets, from these apps that, that you could go back to and say, add scriptures to, man, But I was just, scrolling down on this and, you see, like, for instance, North Korea has just moved the world a step closer to a global war. It says Newport reveals that Israel destroyed active nuclear weapons research facility in Iran, right? And if that's true, that's going to stir up some shit. North Korea leader Kim order mass production of suicide drones. So when you look at all these different things, right, a couple, scriptures pop in my head, right? As far as ultimately the destruction of Babylon, right? Babylon the Great, aka USA, right? Also, when you go to, let's go here, Isaiah, you actually get it in Isaiah the second chapter 2, but Isaiah 60, in 18 it says, violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. So when you see, different things happening as far as Israel, right, doing shit, or they're going back and forth with, the Palestinians over there, or, they're doing something to Iran or vice versa, right, or talks of it, right, you going, because it's all talks of war, majority of the time. When you go into it, like, these are scriptures that pop up, like, okay, boom, well, obviously the true biblical people aren't in the land, you know what I mean? Because scriptures say that there should be no more violence, right? There should be no more war once we're set up, okay? Once we're set up to rule. When you go to Isaiah the second chapter, right, it goes into us ruling, right? Isaiah 2:2, it says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, which mountains represents different governments, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations shall flow into it, right? Mountains and hills is a different level of governments. Mountain obviously is bigger than the hill. So a mountain is a bigger government. The hills is smaller, right? Now, these nations, which are going to have their different things that they rule and different things that they run and all that after a period of time, right? They're still going to have to report to us. They're still going to have to pay tribute to us. When you go back to Isaiah 60:10, it tells you strangers shall build up thy walls. Okay? So these are all the things to come. Right? This is let me get this, man. This is Baruch 5. Baruch 5 and I'll get the point. This is Baruch 5. I'll start at 1. It says, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the Most High forever. Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which cometh from the Most High, and set a diadem on thine head of the glory of the everlasting. On and set a diadem on thine head of the glory of the everlasting, right? A diadem is like a form of a crown, which means that we're going to be beautified, right? In righteousness, okay? And with that comes everything else, comes the other nations, right? When you go to Deuteronomy 28, you get into the blessings and being an Israelite, right? And I said this in the last video, being an Israelite, right? We get the other nations. It's just a byproduct of being an Israelite, right? They were made to serve us, right? We were given the law, right? The laws what govern people, they instruct people, right? Laws are for kingdoms, right? Statutes and commandments, these things are to run something, right? You don't just have, like, even America, they have laws, right? You go to China, they have laws. Russia, they have laws. Europe, they have laws, right? So, but the Most High has laws too. And who created the world? The Most High, right? And who did he give the law to on how to live perfectly? The Israelites. Okay? So those other nations, what the scripture say, they're compared what? Unto spittle. Okay? Let's, matter of fact, let's grab 2nd Ezra 6. This is 2nd Ezra 6. And I'll go to 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, who thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen, right? Who did he choose? Israel. Okay, it says, in this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes, as for the other people, right? So the world was made for our sakes. You know, it wasn't made for, even though, you know, contrary to popular belief, it looks like it was made for the heathen because what? They're winning right now. They're in their heaven right now, right? But the only reason why they're winning in their heaven is because we went off. In order for them to win, we have to go off. But when we're right with our power, there's nothing that no one can do. Okay? It says, and that's what, you know, and that's, if you don't think the, you know, the elites is trembling at the fact that the true biblical Israelites and the prophets are out on the highways and byways teaching and preaching the truth, and this thing is becoming mainstream, right? If you don't think they trembling, you tripping. Okay? They know what it is. If you read Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, they know who the fuck they are, man. Okay? They know what it is, man. And they have a plan, right? That whole YOLO spirit, that was pushed out. That's part of their plan. Okay? As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle. Right, so the other nations, the other people that come from Adam outside of Israel, right, are like what? Unto nothing. Spittle. Unto they're likened unto spittle. Right? Ham, Esau, right? Ammon, Ishmael, right? Elam, you know? All these different nations, man, which I could sit here and name the nations, right? But that's just, you know, all the heathen, every nation outside of Jake, okay? Right, they're compared unto what? Spittle. They're nothing, right? And you know what proves that? What shows you that is look at they're in their heaven, they're ruling right now. Look how they live. They live wild, right? There's sickness in the world. It's confusion in the world. It's fucking, you know what I'm saying? There's no order in the world because Esau and the other nations are in cahoots with each other. And this is what happens when you have a person that's not supposed to rule the earth. I watch scripture say, you know, what does it say? When a servant beareth rule, the earth is disquieted, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? So, but when a righteous bear rule, the earth is going to rejoice. It's going to be, everybody's going to, listen, there's going to be order. Other nations are going to be happy that we're in power. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's going to bring back life. Right now, you ain't living. You ain't fucking living. You know, you're not enjoying life. The fuck? You got to worry about taxes. If you're rich, right, you got to worry about taxes. You got to worry about motherfuckers looking to that make a living off suing you, looking for reasons to sue you. That mean they're watching your every move, right? What you say, what you do, what you put on camera. Like, that's not, bro. People looking to kill you. People looking at, man, you got the highest, one of the highest paid, I ain't gonna say one. Well, one of the highest paid people, I heard this the other day, in fucking, in Raw Papers, if I'm not mistaken, which, you know, nigga shit, right? You know, these niggas love, and that's why I heard it from a nigga, right? You know, he was doing an interview, and he mentioned that, you know, that dude is and I think he's a so-called I think he's an Edomite, if I'm not mistaken, the one that owned Raw Papers, but he has to have 24-hour security because his brand did so well that it killed other brands. So these people that have these other brands that's in competition with this, with his brand, right? They're looking to do something. They're looking to harm you, looking to poison you, looking to do something. They said this motherfucker won't even come out of his house. See, so you can have it all. Not, you know, and I was just getting that as an example, right? But you got more when you get to that level of success, right? People are looking to take you down. People are, that's what they do. Okay, they wake up every day and their job is to study you. Right? And every little mistake you make, they're on it. They're gonna capitalize off it. It's not living. Okay? Because in our kingdom, once, you know, we're gonna have wealth, we're gonna have power, we're gonna have say-so. There's not gonna be somebody hunting our steps down. There's not gonna be somebody looking to get over on us, man. There's not gonna be, it ain't living like that, man. Everybody will be in subjection to the Israelites. This period. Okay? It says, and it has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Okay, it says, go to 57, it says, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. And again, I mentioned that earlier. Well, that's one of the curses. The scripture say, well, we should come down very low, and it should come up very high. Okay, it says, but we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, they only begotten, and thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. It says, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? And you know what? That'd be on your spirit, especially when you first come into this thing, like, man, you know what I'm saying? And even every now and again in your walk, you be like, man, damn. Especially when you start seeing Esau winning, right? You know, when you come into this thing, you start noticing a lot. Like, you be like, oh shit, they do live in the richest parts of the land. They do have resources. They do have this. They do have things that Jake don't have, right? You like, damn, man, you know, when is this motherfucker gonna fall? You know, but that'll keep you hungry for prophecy, you know, knowing that what, and to keep your faith high, knowing that what, that, hey, we got next. And if the basis of men can rule over the earth and get the so-called blessings and the so-called riches of this world, then, and it looks good to the human eye, then what we gonna get, right? Because scripture say what? Right now, it's not even worthy to be compared to the things we're going to receive, man. And scripture say what? The Lord is not, let me see. Forget. The Lord is not unrighteous. Oh, so lucky. Hebrews 6:10 says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Okay? So the Lord is not unrighteous to forget our work and our labor. Man, listen, if we endure to the end, we're going to get blessed. Lord will not be one of those men that endure to the end. Okay, Lord, when you sister Akim, you know, be one of those men that you know, that endure to the end. We get saved up out of here, man. You know? So with that, man, Lord, the video is edifying. Lonely Akim got something from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next Shalom.